I burn it. Perfect! There are formative experiences in one's life, specifically around about the age of 15 or 16. And in 97, yes, I'm that old, Foo Fighters' Colour in the Shape album came out. And Monkey Wrench was the biggest song in that album, or at least it was the sort of lead single. This is the Gretsch White Falcon that Dave Grohl used in that absolutely iconic video that grabbed me by the shortened curlies and said, "You wanna be a rock star." I didn't quite manage that, but I'm actually here with the guitar, and it is unutterably cool. This is a series of videos on the channel called Guitar Stories, where the guitar itself is almost secondary to the thing. This is a Japanese-made 1990s Gretsch White Falcon. It's had some modifications. It's not entirely stock. It came with a Bigsby, for example. This is a 50s Cadillac tailpiece that Pat Smear had put on. This is Pat's guitar. Pat Smear was rhythm guitarist with Nirvana. I'm going to pick it up now. Hold on. Just stop talking about it. With Nirvana, and then Foo Fighters on their second album, because famously the first album was essentially a demo that Dave just recorded himself. That amp. I've just kicked Gary Moore's amplifier. So this was Pat's guitar. He wanted one of these since he was a teenager, but when he became successful and started moving around and gigging, he couldn't afford or didn't want to spend the money on a vintage one that would just get thrown around. I think he used the words, an expensive museum piece. So he bought the Japanese one when they first came out. And immediately it became one of his favorite guitars. And instead of bashing it about, this is the one that he had on the tour bus, and it was looked after extra specially. There we go. Better lights. We were supposed to set this up and it was going to be beautiful with lovely guitars in the background. And we're at the Gardiner Houlgate auction at the moment. This auction's going up on 7th, 8th, 9th and 12th. There's a bunch of Gary Moore stuff. I'm not being paid to say this. I'm just a friend of the family and a fan of what they do, and get to see things like this. So Pat Smear used this on a bunch of stuff and modified it, took the Bigsby off because of tuning stability issues, and moved the switch because he plays up here quite a lot, or at least down there quite a lot. And that is a switch now, which is really cool. As a guitar, it's a relatively boring guitar. As a physical thing, there's not that much here. It's, it's an iconic looking instrument. It's a White Falcon. It's got this beautiful gold sparklies, etc. It's the story of who used it. It's the story of our childhoods. Most of us saw this guitar being used by Dave, saw that video, and it inspired us to be more than we were. Does that sound too cheesy? It inspired me to be more than I was. And I absolutely can't believe that I'm standing here, making noises with this instrument. And then on top of that, and here's the cool thing, on top of that, I've got a photo here of Drew Barrymore playing this guitar as well. Somebody else that inspired me when I was 16, although she wasn't inspiring me to play guitar at the time. Click like, subscribe. If you want to see more of this sort of content, let us know. I'm not going to take this guitar apart. I'm not going to analyze it. This is the story of it. And yeah, it's just to share some of my excitement. I thank you for watching. I'm going to go and just have a moment. Yeah? Goodbye.